What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Tuesday night's rebroadcast of Midlife Vibe's live stream.
Hi, everybody.
How's everybody doing? How you doing tonight? It's been a minute, I would have to say.
Yes, I'm sorry I wasn't feeling well, and that's why we missed last week.
What? You weren't feeling well?
No, I wasn't feeling well, so it was my fault.
Yeah, totally her fault. I blame her 100% all the time, every time. No, I'm just kidding.
But, hi, Juanito.
One in the
How come it's
house.
not showing here?
Huh? It's a delay. It's just the way it
But
is.
Josh has been
Hey,
cranking...
Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Melissa. But Josh has been cranking out those vlogs. He's been doing a lot of work.
Yeah, been well, if you want to say that, I've been working a lot, so I've been trying. Right now, I'm working on the Evanston, Wyoming videos.
Hi, Alicia. Hi, Carla.
It's just taking forever because of the computer I have right now. It's really with the updates to Adobe Pro, Premiere Pro. It's just killed my.
Hey, Al Cruz. Hi, Michael. Hi, Joe.
The computer.
Hi, DDG.
The computer
Now,
basically can't handle it.
I've told Josh already. I've already given him permission. Not that he needs it at all, but I've already given him permission to go out and just buy Apple laptop. What do you call it?
MacBook Pro.
A MacBook Pro.
MacBook Pro.
So I already told him to go out and buy a MacBook Pro. We need cowboy music. Oh, okay. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Yeah, we decided to, I need to fix this, though. We decided to do a little bit of a spooky decor here.
Thank you, Jeff, for noticing that we changed our
Hey, what
set
did you
a little
Trinsies?
bit. Yeah, I know. I'm
He
looking.
really needs
I was
one.
even thinking of just buying a temporary computer for a refurbished one for like $200-300 just until I'm just.
And I've also told him that he could use my computer. I have a touchscreen computer that my son got for me, and I told Josh that he could bring that one in there and use it because it's a really good computer. But
Yeah, I'm just doing too much on this screen here.
is it
for
because you
everything.
don't want to have to rewire everything and redo everything?
No, it's just a large investment, and I always just I'm there's
I'm saying about using my computer.
Oh, using your computer. Yes and no, because it's really the external hard drives that I have. I just plug them into the computer because that's where all the data is stored.
Because I'm wondering why you don't just switch mine.
Yeah.
Just temporarily.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me turn this security camera system off so it stops giving me notifications.
So the good thing about my son being a tattoo artist is sometimes people want to trade him things for tattoos, and there was this. What kind of computer do I have?
No, Michael, no monthly payments. I just pay cash for it. I'm not
Hey,
doing
Richard.
payments.
Hey, Richard. What is the computer I have?
You have like an HP all-in-one, I think.
Yeah, I have like an HP all-in-one.
There's nothing really special. It has a little bit more RAM than this one, but I just think mine's just not made for what I'm doing with it.
Yeah.
And the more I've been doing stuff and the more in depth on editing that I get, it just can't handle it.
So
you know?
in depth. Yeah, so anyways, he does have permission to go get not that he needs it, but to go get a new one, and he just won't do it. So.
What the reason is, and I'll tell you the reason, is that I'm waiting for, so the timing is weird.
Rosa.
In the Mac world right now, the timing is weird, and we will get to Disney World and Disneyland and all that stuff, but the timing is weird because a whole new type of MacBook is going to be coming out in December, which I don't need all that. I don't need the fancy new stuff, but
Hi, Lori.
that could mean if I wait a month and a half or to 2 months, I can get a really good deal on a MacBook and save hundreds of dollars versus buying one right now.
So why don't you just use mine temporarily? Because this one,
Yeah,
and the only reason why I'm saying that is because it takes them so long just to edit a video on this computer.
Yeah, so I might. We'll see what happens. But getting to the topic I had, first of all, I just have to say,
Hi, everybody. We missed you.
Missed everybody.
I wasn't
it's been
feeling
a couple weeks.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling well, so that was my fault last year.
And I feel
last week. Sorry, last year.
No deals on Amazon Prime today, really, for the Apple, the MacBook Pros. There was one that was, it dropped it down. It was about $2,050 or something like that. But I see that deal come and go often, so I just didn't do it. So let's see.
Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button.
Yes, thank you. So let's talk about what's going on with Disneyland and what we know, and it's all speculation, all rumors, all gossip at this point. But it just feels good to talk about it sometimes and just kind of express yourself when it comes to these things, and really kind of some of the craziness that's going on with the Disneyland not opening, or what I think is. But I mean, other people have their opinions too. But the one thing you can see in the title is that Governor Newsom said he was going to send a team to Walt Disney World.
Hi, Disney Ann.
Hey, Disney Ann, to see, hi, Alicia, to see the progress, or see how the safety protocols in place over there are working. But there were also, the state had said they had basically secretly sent a team already last week.
Oh, I didn't.
So I wanted to say that real quick before someone else said it. Yeah, there was a statement that was given by California that we believe they went incognito and didn't tell anybody they were going, to really get a true vibe or feeling of what was going on.
That's the way you have to do it, though. You got to do secret, because if not, everybody puts on their best behavior.
Yeah.
You know?
But there still could be a chance that a team will be going also with Disney's guidance and stuff to help them
explain.
Because you want them to go, because you want them to explain the method to their madness of what they're doing, and show you a little bit more detail or behind the scene, or that you're not going to get on a. And I understand that why people went and they said we're going to go undercover because they want to see how Disney reacts to people's behaviors and stuff. And if you've noticed, there's new signs popping up in Walt Disney World that say...
Al Cruz says, nice, governor sending a team on vacation.
Right? It really... This has been a planned government vacation trip for 2 years now, but they're just saying this is to inspect now. They're really just going to go ride some roller coasters. Now, if they felt... And here's my thing, too, is... Well,
hi there, Helen. If
you felt it's unsafe to...
Say hi to my dear Helen.
I want to put it up there. Hello to you, too. If it's really, if you feel theme parks are unsafe to open, is it safe for you to send a team there to dive into it?
That's a good one.
I'm just saying, so can we say that, since if you're on the side of Governor Newsom, can you say, well, you're sending people right into the den, right into the fury of the chaos that's happening.
But maybe he's unsure of how things would work and if it's really safe, and so that's why he's sending a team to get a feel for it.
Yeah,
and just to
California employees have good insurance, Jeff Pike. That is for sure. They'll be good. I think so. I think to me, this is good news. I would say. Well, I mean, it could be bad news too, but it's a little bit of a glimmer of hope.
Hi, Joe. Beelier or Byler? But hi.
Okay, it's a little bit of glimmer of hope that it's very possible that what they see they can come back and say they're doing a great job, or they can come back and say they're doing a horrible job. But at least it's something, because after last week's statements of we're in no hurry to open theme parks, and to say the governor to say we're going to be stubborn about this. I mean, I really it made it sound like we're not getting any theme parks anytime soon, and that still could be the case. This could just be for show. He's just saying let me throw this out there and appease some of the people by sending people out there.
I don't think you would send people out there just to appease people. He probably wants to have a better understanding of what protocols would be put into place and see it actually work.
Apple pie. Too late for me. Yeah, you were laid off. No, that's not a joking matter, but I can't because it's my daughter, so we're joking. It's going to be interesting to see what feedback comes from this. And I don't know, I was watching a couple of vlogs, and I normally don't watch a lot of Disney vlogs, but I was watching something today, and Disney World seems a little bit more crowded than when it first opened. I mean, the lines are getting long.
Okay, AKA Jeannie. I could remember that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, yes. You changed your name. I recognize the picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, Disney World looks a little bit more crowded, even though they said they're at 25% capacity. Even though Florida now has opened the floodgates, they basically said everything can open at 100% capacity.
What?
But Disney has decided not to do that in their parks.
Probably smart, because if they opened at 100% capacity, that would be cray.
Well, it would be jammed. You know how Disney World gets. It would be jammed.
We'd all be playing. No, I wouldn't, because that's too many people.
I don't know, Michael. Did they extend their hours? I mean, it looks like they need to with how many people I saw in some people's vlogs of Walt Disney World. But so here's my thing, though, is Walt Disney World is been open. The 4 parks have been open. They've been doing very well, I think, from my perspective. Nor is that there's no cases coming out of there that we know of. And I love that Disney World is saying your mask must be worn properly, or we will ask you to leave. They're not saying like we're suggesting it or we're saying, we recommend it. They're basically saying you do it or you're out.
Half Blood Pirate says a lot of CMs are going to Florida, use their tickets. We should go with Jess to Florida. Yeah. She has her little coupon thingies.
I found out people at Knott's are quitting because theme parks aren't reopening. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I like that Disney World is taking a stance, though, and still limiting and still trying to be responsible by limiting their crowds, enforcing the mask rule. Do you think, here's another question I was thinking about, even though Disneyland can open up to a higher capacity, they're not doing it. Do you think they're not doing it in some way to tie it into Disneyland and say, look, Governor, we're being responsible here in Florida, let us open up Disneyland? Do you think that could be part of the thought process? Because why would they not even jump it up to 50%? Let's say they don't go 100%. Why would they not jump it up to 50%? Hey, Kidult TV, why would they not take it to that next step unless they're trying to impress somebody, or trying to show somebody we are responsible? Do you think that could play into the fact that Disney World is still keeping themselves at 25%?
No, because if Florida says you can open it to more capacity, if California says that they're not going to, then it doesn't really matter, because either way we're not going to do it.
But I'm saying by them staying at 25%, then California governor might say, well, look at them. They're a responsible company, and they really take this seriously.
I don't think...
Maybe we can open up theme parks, and Disney can show the way to other theme parks. If that was the case,
Governor Newsom would have already said, oh, look at them. They're running at 25 capacity. They're responsible because everything's flowing good. So, no, I don't agree with you. But maybe they're not increasing capacity because they feel it's they're safe right now at how they're doing it. Or maybe they're going to start putting other things in place to be able to prepare for a larger capacity. Right now, they're set for 25%. So maybe they have to work some things out to get it to a higher capacity so it flows good and it's still safe.
Yeah. Dapper King says,
hey,
hi, what do you think about the rally happening at Disneyland on Saturday? So there is some cast members and some people who want to, theme park enthusiasts are planning on having a little rally on Harbor Boulevard, hopefully being safe, social distancing, wearing their masks. But just to say, hey, look, we really want this to happen. We want you to open up. I'll be honest with you, I don't think it will accomplish anything as far as the government opening up theme parks. Yeah, I don't think... I'm pretty sure Governor Newsom is pretty much going to stand his ground no matter what happens.
I don't think Governor Newsom's going to change his stance because of a rally. I think his stance is set on this is how he's doing it unless, he could see it safe. So I don't think he's really going to bend to pressure.
Yeah, and eventually the VP said there's no way they're at 25% capacity in Disney World. I just don't think so, but Bob Chapek said that they were, or that's where they're staying, but I just don't think so. But I'm glad that the rally is going to happen and that they're going to be out there, kind of supporting cast members and saying, hey, look, we love you guys. We wish the parks would open. We want you guys
I think
back to work.
I definitely think that it's good that they're going to do, and like you said, I really hope it goes safe, for the CMs that are going to go, and we don't get any knuckleheads that are going to try to do an alternative motive at that rally. I hope that it's just the CMs expressing their concern and showing their love for Disney and how they want to get back to work. I hope it really does stay that way. And I think it's good for them to show like, hey, we're eager to get back to work,
Yeah, and I think that you know, it's Disneyland is it's a weird thing because like so Disney World is its own ecosystem, its own world. They have 33 resorts, I believe it is. They have a huge property. They're kind of in their own bubble. Where Disneyland, there's so many businesses, and I'm not saying in Disney World there's not a lot of business. There's a lot of businesses outside of the Disney World bubble that rely on them. But Disneyland, the city is dead without them being open. And then without them being open, without the convention center being open, and without baseball games happening, I mean, the city relies so much on that.
Anaheim is going to be hurting. I feel so bad for a lot of those small businesses around Disneyland, the restaurants, the Uber drivers, it's so much more than just Disneyland and the stores around there,
Well, there's already stores that have been there forever that are starting to close down because how can you have a business? And businesses don't plan to shut down for a year. They don't save enough money to shut down for a year. So yes, those big corporate hotels can last, just like Disneyland can last because it has other theme parks. It has movies,
Juanito.
Has multimedia, has all that stuff.
Thank you, Juan.
But a lot of the smaller hotels and smaller food restaurants and stuff like that, they can't survive.
But I just said it, and now that I said it, it makes me think of it a little bit more, and it makes me a little sad. But you also have like the Uber and Lyft drivers that are doing that as a part-time job from their real job to make extra income. And, those guys are losing out there. You just have
and there's full-time ones that just aren't, they're trying to live off of Uber Eats. And that
but if you think of everything that's associated, people that fly in from around the country or outside of the country.
Oh, well, the airline business is completely demolished
to go to
It's
Disneyland, and just the restaurants that are around there, those mom and pop gift shops that are around there, the 7-Eleven that's on the corner of Catala, and Harbor, you think of all those businesses the gas stations, just.
Well, I have to say, and it's tough too for Anaheim because Anaheim, Orange County is doing very well, but Anaheim is one of the cities that is one of the bottom or one of the worst cities in Orange County as far as for COVID.
Oh, that's probably why.
There's a few cities right there that are not the best as far as the COVID numbers, and so that's also something else.
But Anaheim is a bigger city, and a lot of is Anaheim as far as income. How is that? Is it majority lower or higher income?
Well, it's mixed. There's a mix.
There's a lot of parts.
It's a mix.
It's a big city.
It's a mix. It's a predominantly, I would say, Hispanic community. There's more Hispanic in Anaheim than in some parts of Orange County. Mm-hmm. Anaheim, Garden Grove, Santa Ana. That's definitely more predominant Hispanic. We know that the numbers show that Hispanic communities have been hit harder by this. So obviously that's maybe why the numbers are up more. But still, even if there's bigger cases outside of Disneyland, I think Disney, just because of what we experienced at Knott's Berry Farm,
with the
taste of Halloween, the taste of Calico, the taste of Knott's, that social distancing can work and people can be responsible. And I think Disney would even be stricter inside. I mean, I think Disney is more strict, I should say, because they don't allow gators in their downtown Disney area. You have to wear proper face masks. They really make you wear the face mask properly. Where
you gotta wear Beloved One Creation face mask. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
But I think it can be done. I think it can be accomplished. I think, that it could open responsibly. That's just my belief. And other people are going to disagree with me.
I think it could if you have gyms opening responsibly, if you have movie theaters opening at a lower capacity, if you have
you have people using gym equipment that somebody just used. So what would be the difference of somebody sitting on a ride vehicle that somebody used? And
you already have Knott's is already, they're opening, they're doing food events. The only thing about Knott's is you can't get on the rides.
Which I still...
But this is what I'm saying. You just can't get on the rides, but you could walk throughout Knott's and touch everything.
Yes.
You can touch everything.
Did you just touch my head?
Yeah, so if you get on a ride and touch something, it's the same thing as touching a rail or a wall or the same product that somebody's picked up 10 times.
And I'll be honest,
so it's only a ride issue.
Yeah, and
that's what
it's a ride and a queuing issue. So they're worried about people lining up indoors and stuff like that in California. Well,
if you don't queue indoors, if they
which would be hard, but they can logistically work that out. Especially at Disneyland, because a lot of queues are outside at Disneyland, not like Walt Disney World. We have a lot of queues outdoors because the weather is great here in California. So, yes, I just believe that they could open up. With the rules seem to be just very weird here sometimes.
Like, okay, so I'm just going to give you, for instance, like you can go to supermarkets. Some of them are a little bit better than others. If you go to a thrift store, like some of the thrift stores here, they have the arrows and they have the queues, but people are like this in the aisles. The arrows. But people are like this in the aisles. Like I went to a thrift store the other day, but I wait outside of the aisle until people are gone because they're not social distancing. So it's all about the people. And you know what? I really think it's about the environment too. It's about.
So Becky gonna be president, and then I'm just gonna be the first husband. I'm cool with that. Or Becky for governor. Becky for governor, and then I'll be the first husband. I'm down.
It's all. I told you we should get the Team Becky stickers made. We don't need the Team Josh stickers.
No, you don't need any Team Josh stickers. That's for sure.
So you know what I'm thinking is that it's all about. It's just like any company. It's all about. Now I forgot the word. The culture.
Yeah.
It's all about how you set the culture of your company. So there's some stores that the culture is not good. They're not practicing social distancing. The employees are not telling people to social distance. And then you have companies that are really strict on it. Knott's Berry Farm is doing an awesome job about social distancing and not being close. So I think it's a culture issue. And I think if Disneyland's culture is to really follow those protocols as far as Knott's, like, if you're standing too close to somebody at Knott's, they will definitely tell you to stand on your marker. They have line monitors. So I think if Disneyland were to do that, I think it might be okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think, it's just a matter of, we live in California, and our governor, they believe that they have set some pretty strict guidelines.
And Half Blood Pirate is saying even employees at places don't follow the rules with their mask under their nose, and that is true. But I think that's a culture management issue too, where it needs to be addressed, like where the company needs to tell the employee, "Hey, I'm
just saying, if you can go shop indoors at a Walmart or a Target, I think you can walk around Disneyland safely too. Most of Disneyland.
Hi, Andrea.
Is outdoors. It's outside. They can have you eat outside. It doesn't. Or in Orange County we can do indoor dining.
At Disneyland, there's not a lot of indoor dining because if you've ever gone in the rain and you want to sit inside,
there's not a lot of it. It's all outdoors.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of a contradiction to say you can go into gyms inside, you can go into restaurants inside, you can go into Walmart inside and have 1,000 people in that building, but you can't go to Disneyland. Not just Disneyland. I'm talking, when I say Disneyland, I mean theme parks outside. But I can go into Knott's Berry Farm and have a full day there from 12 to 9 and have a full event outside.
Because I think as a consumer, if let's say I decided to go to Disneyland in COVID times, right?
Yeah.
As a consumer, I could choose not to do indoor dining.
Yeah.
I could eat at the restaurants like the one out in Tomorrowland.
You are in control of yourself.
Yeah, I can eat at the outdoor restaurants. I can choose not to do indoor queues. There's things that I could do as a consumer to protect myself a little bit more, instead of eating inside. Like I still don't eat at inside restaurants here in California. Well, I rarely even go out to a restaurant really, but
I don't even eat anymore.
If Jessica and I are going to get food, we order takeout. So we'll go in, pick up our food and take it out. So I think as a consumer, if I were to go to Disneyland, it's outside with limited capacity. We're not talking full capacity. We're talking 25%. There's going to be a lot less people there. I can choose to not choose to wear my face
Carla
mask.
and Kiko
But
sure do get around.
wear my face mask. I could choose to eat outdoors only. I can choose where I sit. If, I don't have to do the indoor stuff.
Yeah. 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 So,
And this is not like you have to go or we're saying they should do it. This is just talking about if you want to go.
yeah.
If you don't feel safe, by all means,
Stay
don't go.
home. Stay
I don't go
home.
out very much.
I
Unless
go
you
out
see,
every day. I go to work.
Yeah, he has to go to work.
It's a little bit different.
Unless
for
you
me.
see me shooting a vlog with Josh at Knott's Berry Farm or something, I'm pretty much home every day. Like I said, Jessica and I will order takeout. We'll go pick it up, come home, or I'll go to the market. But I'm still not going out a lot. And, I practice all the washing and the stuff. Unless we do like Knott's food, but I feel comfortable there.
Yeah. I mean, it's to each its own. It's everybody
Has
feels comfortable doing certain things and not comfortable doing others. And just because Disneyland opens up doesn't mean you have to go. If you don't feel comfortable going, you don't go. It's not that huge of an issue for me. Like if I didn't feel comfortable going, I would not go.
And Josh probably, like he said, he has to work, but he also doesn't have asthma. So I'm a little bit more careful with what I do. And, some of us have older parents that we live with and we have to be careful with their health. So there are reasons why different people do different things. So we're not saying one thing goes for everybody. Everybody has their own, comfortabilities and reasons on why they can or cannot do things. So
yeah, so
I just want to make it known we're not pushing our opinion on anybody.
We traveled for our vacation,
but it's the safest place ever,
and we yeah, to where they social distance for a lifetime there.
Yes, it was awesome.
But we had a great time. But we were safe about it. We did things that we thought were safe. And that we were able to distance ourselves from people and stuff. So, yeah.
New seltzers coming.
Woohoo. Michael, how do you feel about those Coors seltzers coming? I'll try them for you. Don't worry, just to let you know how yours are better.
So what do you guys want to see? What do you mean, what do we want to see? Yeah, and we drove to Wyoming, and we drove to Utah, Nevada.
Ooh, Michelob Ultra seltzers. I'd like to try those.
Do you
want
to?
I want to try them. Anyway, I'm on a diet. I'm not even drinking. So.
I'm on the. Here's where I'm at. If they open, they open. If they don't, they don't. It's not gonna bother me one way or another.
Well, I'll tell you what bothers me is that there's there's thousands and thousands of people that are not working because of them not opening.
Yes. I'll say the fact that people aren't working is
not just at Disneyland, at all the hotels, at all the food establishments, all the transportation. All these people are out of work. And some people who are out of work who are in high-paying jobs because of this.
And mind you guys...
Or low-paying jobs. It doesn't even matter. You're out of work.
And mind you guys, unemployment was only like a certain amount that you had. And then they did extend it. But that extension isn't very long. So there's a lot of people that are on unemployment and then have the extension. But then once that runs out, they got to find something else to do.
You said this weekend I'm working. Are you talking about the 24th and 25th? Carla? What's going on? Am I miss something? Did somebody plan something?
Carla, you have to message me. So,
I'm so lost.
Aside from employees, okay? Aside from people working and not working, aside from all of that, if we didn't have that to consider... I'm kind of really laid back. So if they open, they open. If they don't, they don't. I'm not going to pull my hair out anyway. If they open, I would go.
Yeah.
Because I know it would be limited capacity. And
I know we know how to, so it doesn't matter if there's people. We know how to, we're okay. We're not selfish. We will zig and zag around people. We will not like, no, you're in my path. You need to move. No, I'll move. It's okay. Because I want to be safe.
And we know that that's not 100% foolproof. So just so you know, we do understand by wearing a mask, social distancing, and doing all that does not mean that you're 100% foolproof to not get COVID. We understand that.
Yeah. And there's a risk for everything, and there's certain risks I'm willing to take, certain risks I'm not willing to take. So it kind of is what it is.
So Alicia wants to know, how was Bud Light new drinks, everyone? I might want to try.
The Bud Light seltzers, I enjoy them. I even like the Platinums were 8%. Woo!
Yeah, they have a good smell when you pick them up to drink it. I can't drink.
Alpha.
I have nothing against Budweiser. I just want my friend Michael Searle to know that. But I personally can't drink them. For some reason, I get this weird... I have really bad allergies. So, hi, Jackie.
Yeah.
Hey, Alpha Traveler.
So, yeah, and so I don't know.
Hey,
I know
Jeffrey.
everyone has mixed feelings on the theme parks opening. My main thing is that we are now starting to see where companies are saying, you're not furloughed anymore. You're getting laid off, and getting laid off.
I was laid
I think
off
it's just
because of
it's
COVID.
a bigger deal than being furloughed. It just is.
And you know what? And that stress does come into play. Like I said, unemployment's only good up to a certain time, and then they did extend it, and that extension time is not much
December,
longer.
and that's it.
Till December, and then that's
and then they gave that extra 300, but in California that's already done. Like they haven't got approval for more that I know of. So, I mean, people are hurting out there.
Yeah, and I could do office work and stuff like that, but I definitely...
Hey, Kevin.
Hi, Alicia. I definitely couldn't go, work. I could, if it wasn't COVID, I could go work at Walmart, Target, whatever. I have a really broad work history, but because of my asthma, I couldn't really go and be in the public like that every day.
That would be a risk not willing to take because of your health conditions, where I don't have the same health conditions, so I don't mind going out and working in the public. So
everything it's so crazy, guys. Everything's just crazy.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the love in the chat. Appreciate it. It's we don't really get too political on here, Kenny, but I could say that I am in disagreement with the governor and not opening up theme parks to some capacity.
Did you just say that?
Yeah, I just I believe in.
Hi,
I
Kevin.
believe every state is different, so I believe
Hi,
I was talking
Kevin.
about this to Michael too. I believe our safety protocols have to be different than Wyoming's safety protocols.
What? That was an awesome experience, you guys. Sorry to cut you off, but that was really an awesome experience to go from here to Wyoming. We did drive because people in different parts of the country see things differently when it comes to this COVID thing.
Yes.
So it was a great experience to go to Wyoming where Michael's from, because what they have to do as far as COVID related precautions and what we're doing, they are a little bit different. They did wear their mask in the supermarket and everything like that. We did see that. The hand cleaning, sanitizing, everything was good. But what I'm saying is they don't have any COVID numbers there.
Yeah, very few from
if they even had any.
Yeah,
so their concerns are not like ours, so it's
two different cultures. Even though we're in America, but every state is different in its own way. We are very densely populated. There aren't pockets of population. We are just one solid mass here.
We're 12 minutes away from Disneyland, so we are completely condensed. So it was very interesting for me. Not that I was judgmental on any.
Jackie.
I wasn't judgmental on any other state, but it was a good eye opener to not be judgmental on different states and what they're doing, because depending on their population, depending on their numbers, they can operate differently.
Yeah, it was definitely an eye opener to see why if you're just in California, you're like, I can't believe these other states. I can't believe what they're doing. I can't believe that they're being so irresponsible. But then when you go there, you're like, oh, I understand. I start to understand the thought process a little bit of the different areas.
I will say, when we went to Utah, because we stopped by and picked up Josh's dad, and then we saw his grandma, and went to Wyoming, I felt really responsible to wear my mask. I will say that. I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys. I felt like crap. Wyoming is COVID free. Here I come from California, where the numbers are high. We went to Vegas. We did practice social distancing, wearing our masks. You guys saw the videos. We need to be careful to take it to those states that are doing good.
Yeah, they should have been worried about us. Maybe we transported it,
Yeah, so we did, and it's so funny because it's so automatic for Josh and I to just, as soon as we're right before we get out of the car, right when we get out of the car, to just throw on our mask. And we could be in that mask all day long.
Yeah.
Because we're so used to it.
Yeah.
But I was more concerned, oh my gosh, I felt like what do they call the kids? They say super spreaders or whatever. Yeah. I felt like that.
You're like, I'm a super spreader.
Yeah.
So, but, and with some of the guidelines too, back to Disneyland.
Yeah, let's get back to Disneyland.
They're talking about, not allowing people who live more than 120 miles. I think that's a little extreme. I think maybe they could widen that a little bit, but I mean, why? If the government gave us these really strict guidelines for opening, then why can't we open and just follow those guidelines? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's open and follow those guidelines. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean,
I wonder, don't you wish
understand.
you can get in their head and understand why or what the reason is?
Well, I think there's a lot of politics to do with it in their
well,
brains.
can you
to be
imagine?
honest.
And I'm just gonna.
I know we don't want to say that, but it's
no,
all
I'm
politics.
gonna play the little
for
angel.
them.
I'm gonna play the angel, not the devil advocate, but
I'm the devil.
the angel advocate.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not even the angel advocate. But what if his concern is like, I was going to say a bad word, crap. Let me be the one to open up Disneyland and all amusement parks and everybody goes hog-ass wild. Because I will say this, in California, we don't know how to behave. We can't have anything nice. Everybody goes hog-ass wild here. So what if he was concerned is like, great, all I need is to be the one to open up theme parks. Everybody goes hog-ass wild and all the Karens and Richards come out. No offense to you, Richard, but I think that's the name they're calling him. And then mayhem comes out with COVID and he's going to be the governor that allowed it.
So, but across the country in every single state, pretty much theme parks have opened up.
I'm just saying, what if he doesn't want his name attached to Hog Wild?
But it hasn't happened there. So if he's going by the science, then the science right now says by opening up theme parks, this is not going to happen.
And Alicia said it nice.
Right?
Governor Newsom's waiting for a vaccine.
No, and I understand that. And I understand, you know, but I just... But then if you're going to say, well, we can't open up Disneyland, then why are you opening up gyms? Why are you opening up indoor activities? Why are you doing those things?
Okay, let's be honest.
Tell me why.
Because as soon as you say Disneyland, it's a big-ass ordeal. That's why. No, honestly...
The gyms were a big deal. Why are we allowed to work out in gyms and sweat and breathe heavy and more particles coming out of my mouth and close... No,
I'm not saying that gyms aren't a big ordeal. As soon as you say Disney or Disneyland, it's a big-ass ordeal. Like this happened at Disneyland. News everywhere, Disneyland. It's like, no, it was like this big. It's like as soon as you associate the name Disneyland... I
agree.
There's like so much attention and so much media and so much, you know. So as soon as you like, let's say we didn't have a Disneyland here, he would probably open and let Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, and everybody else do it. But as soon as you say the name Disneyland, it becomes big. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I just think some of the rules
Jessica
contradict
She
themselves.
says it's not necessarily the wild people in California. It's just that we have a high population, so there are larger crowds, craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but it just gets crazy.
Yeah, but then she said, which you can argue with limited capacity, you control the crowds, which means you control the social distancing. You have staff inside there to actually, control people who are out of control. And Disneyland ain't no joke. They will throw you out. They don't care because they want the overall environment to be good. So they'll toss you, and that's fine with me. Let them toss you. You know,
Kenny. And sorry not to get political on here, but Kenny says they need to care for disease. Controlled areas like Skid Row. True. There's no social distancing going on in those areas in LA.
There are homeless tent fires every single day in Venice Beach that nobody hears about, and that's kind of dangerous, don't you think?
There's a lot of it's very contradicting here.
I'm just saying,
it's very contradicting.
You know, I
said I was playing the angel side.
Yeah, no, I know, and I'm just saying, I think I've been getting. You know what I found since we've been talking about this for months and months.
You're getting mad.
I'm getting more passionate or more aggressive about
vocalizing yourself.
Them opening up the theme parks.
Well, here's the reason why.
Because you know what the tipping point was for me though?
Because there's no logic behind it.
No. Was Taste of Knott's. Was the Knott's Berry Farm events. I was able to see how we can do these things at limited capacity and be safe, and now it makes no sense to me not to have these things
Well, here's
open.
what makes no sense. And I'll tell you why. It doesn't make, and I don't really know much of anything, you guys. It doesn't really make a lot of sense because they're allowing movie theaters to open at a limited capacity where you're closed in, sitting next to people, coughing and breathing. They're allowing restaurants. They're allowing gyms where you're sweating and breathing heavy.
Yeah.
They're allowing everything in California to open except for amusement parks. So that is why it doesn't make sense to people. So we're not fighting saying Disneyland is so important that people need to be able to go to Disneyland because it's so important in your life. No, we're not saying that. We're just saying, why are you not allowing it if everything else is allowed? Like
That's all I'm saying.
What's the reasoning? Give us
I'll
a
be honest
reason.
with you. If you're in California, the rules don't make very much sense when it comes to a lot of things with why certain things are locked down, certain things are not locked down.
You can go get a pedicure.
Yeah.
You can get pretty much anything except for going to an amusement park.
Yeah. So I mean,
so we're not trying to say that it's important.
Literally, almost everything is open. There are some things that are not. Maybe museums, or some museums are open 25% capacity.
So what's not
things.
open?
I'd have to go on there. There's really not much. I think in LA, it depends on your county too. LA County is definitely stricter than Orange County when it comes to what's
There you
open.
go. Joe Ross said it best. Put it up.
It's the inconsistency.
Thank you.
I go
You
blah, 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 blah.
You worded it very well. Thank you.
Well, I
Joe
agree.
Ross.
And they just, and Joe, they just came out, and I didn't really read into the guidelines, but they just came out with some new guidelines that I heard were kind of like, what? So, and it's just, even they came out with the 4-color scheme, and then they said, well, if your county has this rate, you're going to be able to open. But then they said, if certain cities in your county, even if your whole county overall average is good, but if certain cities have bad, then your whole county can't open. So, or don't meet the criteria, then your whole county can't open, which didn't make sense. Either you go by county or you go by city. You have to pick one. You can't pick and choose, So, well, I guess you can because they're the government. They did. But it's frustrating because they keep changing the standards, and they're saying, well, the science is changing. Not that fast and not that much. I don't believe it is. I believe since this first started till right now, definitely things have changed and our understanding of this has changed, and things that we thought were true that are not true, and things we didn't think were true are true. All those things.
Next week we're gonna put a little chair here for Half-Blood Pirate.
There we go. I don't know if our audience can handle myself and Half-Blood Pirate having a conversation, because we have a conversation and we're good. We have a conversation. We're two sides of the fence on a lot of things, two different sides, but it's okay. It's good to have a conversation. It's good to talk about things like this. I'm passionate about theme parks opening. You might not be. It's okay. I'm willing to listen to you why you might not think it's okay, but it's okay because we can have differences of opinion and talk about it. That's what it's all about.
Disneyland, where are you at? What county are you in? Did they allow indoor
LA County, probably.
Because isn't LA bad still?
LA's worse than Orange County. I wouldn't say it's bad, but they're
getting better.
They still don't allow indoor dining.
Is there little pockets of LA that are bad?
Of course, because LA County is such a big thing. There's people, when you think of LA, you don't think of rural areas.
Yes, this is a dry chat. He's like, is this a dry chat? It is.
Yeah, I don't have it. This is water, Alpha. I started a diet. I'm not saying I'm not drinking. Well, I haven't been drinking. But I mean, vodka's pretty healthy for you, right? I could drink some.
He's like, it's 43 minutes in. At halftime, they would have already been pouring another drink.
Yeah, he goes, I haven't heard the...
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Tulare County. Okay, I'm not sure where that's at. But every county is different. I know in LA County, where I work, there's restaurants you cannot go inside and eat. Orange County, where we live, you can go into a restaurant and eat.
At limited capacity.
Of course, at limited capacity. And like with Disneyland, too, I'm not saying open up. Yes, you do. Alpha Traveler, you do. So I'm not saying they need to just open the floodgates and open Disneyland to 100% capacity. No, they need to open it at 25% capacity.
Let me narrow this down. Let me bring it in. So I guess what we're saying as Orange County residents 12 minutes away from Disneyland, what we are saying is that the rules just don't make a lot of sense. We live here. We understand what's open, what's not open. And the justification of not opening amusement parks.
I knew he would do it.
You're so happy. He's so happy. Bring the cranberry juice, babe. I was drinking cranberry.
You're drinking what?
Cranberry.
Oh, okay. I'm not. I'm drinking water.
Well, I had cranberry and then I have water. So I think what we're saying is just be fair. You know, we have a daughter that works for Disneyland, and I think her whole department got laid off. And as you guys know, 28,000 cast members are being laid off in all the Disneyland resorts. That's a lot of people out of jobs. Thank God that our daughter lives at home with us, so it's not going to impact her. But let's say she's a college student, right? I think she's a full-time college. I don't know if she's full-time or part-time, but I thought she was full-time, and she works. If she wasn't living at home and had her own apartment, she wouldn't be able to afford that, getting laid off. And so there's a lot of people that are being affected, not just the cast members.
Hey, what do I want to sing if I'm bringing the cranberry? What do I want to sing? The Fleetwood Mac song from the
Dream?
Yeah. Oh, from TikTok.
So
Kenny, I brought it. Kenny, I brought it.
Can't afford to get sued.
Can I have my?
Yeah. So the reasoning. What do you want?
Behind your cup.
What
Straight
the hell do you
straight
want?
behind your cup.
Oh,
No.
oh, Carla's little things.
Yeah.
Where's mine?
Over behind your cup.
So the reasoning behind some of the passion on not.
Well, if I'm gonna take a shot, Kenny, I'm gonna drink the Grey Goose. I'm not gonna drink the.
I left
Kirkland
my
brand.
phone in the shed with strewn on. So the reason behind some of our passion on Disneyland Open is not just because we love Disneyland and we want Disneyland to open, but it's also because we understand here like I said, we're 12 minutes away from Disneyland. We understand Disneyland not opening is not just affecting Disneyland income. It's affecting all the cast members, the hotel, it's affecting the businesses around hotel. And what's going to happen when COVID is finally over and all these businesses are closed and the economy on our end in our cities are bad. So that's where our concern comes from. Okay. Shot. Thank you,
For
Ronnie.
Kenny, big shot. I didn't go little.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Ooh, this is big. Carla bought us these, guys. Okay, how cute. Really? Are we doing this?
I just did it. Woohoo!
Vodka's good.
Well, Grey Goose vodka is good.
I like vodka over tequila.
Some other vodkas are woo. Yes, Juan. Someone did say shots.
I wish I could take off my nail polish with that. Woo! So yeah, so our concern doesn't come with just the fact that we love Disneyland and we want to go to the park. Our concern also comes from the economy in our city, the city of Orange. We have a lot of people. Like I said, we're 12 minutes away. We have a lot of people in our city that work for the park. Our daughter works for the park, and then we worry about the city of Anaheim. They were already, they just, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard coming forward.
This is going to put them years in the hole, this thing, which if it was for the right safety reasons, I agree with it. But I just think that they can open up and they can do the thing. I mean, if Disneyland opens up, the economy around Disneyland will start to grow again and start to get back to where it needs to be. It's not going to...
Juanito was busy working. Sorry to cut you off. He was busy working until he heard shots.
Yeah.
Juan, we miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, Juan. I love your haircut, Juan.
Ooh, Juan got a haircut.
Muy guapo.
He is so handsome.
Yeah.
We're going to start handing out his number to people now because he is so handsome.
Yeah, so, I mean, Kenny had a good point. Like, and we're just talking about Disney, but if you think about Universal, Knott's, Six Flags, SeaWorld. Legoland, all those theme parks. Camelot, you can go miniature golfing now.
But you can't go on the rides. Not
Camelot
that many
doesn't
people
have rides.
Oh, what's the one in Riverside?
Castle Park.
Castle Park.
Yeah. So,
Thank you, Kenny. I needed that.
It's a lot of jobs that are just not there right now, and I think that
our economy.
I almost want to say it's irresponsible not to open Disneyland.
Ooh. Wow, Kenny, don't make them drink more.
I just said it.
Well, you know what? Because here, like I said, we're 12 minutes away from Disneyland. We live in the city of Orange.
I don't see them raising prices for a while, Carla, because they need people to show up, and really they're making their money inside the parks, so they need people to be in there and spending. And you raise prices, people in a tough economic time, It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be. I guarantee you, it's gonna be rough. Just give it a couple of months.
And don't get me wrong. Initially, it's gonna be hard to get reservations to Disneyland when they do open up.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the economy.
No, I know. I'm talking about but I'm tying into that.
Okay, I zoned out. Sorry.
Yeah. So initially,
I was thinking of shots.
because everybody is gonna be like, once Disneyland does open up, everyone's gonna be like, I gotta go, and so the reservation will be booked. But eventually, those people are gonna go and they're gonna be done with their fix. Now, not us because we love to go all the time, but a lot of people are done with their fix and then they don't need to go again, or they're like, oh well, it's not really cost effective for me to go multiple times, so I did my fix.
Are you
so
kidding?
it might be tough if they raise prices and the economy crashes and it goes really bad. I mean, come on, the people are gonna struggle to get to the parks.
Well, I think we forget. Oh, I'm going to say it, guys. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Don't unlike the channel. Don't stop following us.
I'll kick her off the live stream.
We forget that being an annual pass holder and going to Disneyland is not a need. It's a luxury to do it.
Yeah, we're very lucky to live.
But you know what I'm saying?
15 minutes from the park, and we can go any day we want.
It's like.
I say it's a privilege. It's
not
just
a privilege.
it's a luxury. It's a luxury that we have.
It's a luxury.
It's a luxury.
It's a luxury. Staple gun.
Remember the staple gun?
Oh, Mike, now he's gonna staple me.
Hey, good night, Jeffrey, and
good night,
Lakers,
Jeffrey.
baby, Lakers. Yeah. So it is a luxury that we have, and we are spoiled, and so we will be able to go multiple times, but yeah, I don't know. It's just they need to open the parks. That's all I could say. I mean, we could talk about this for hours and hours.
And honestly, I feel bad for the cast. Let's talk about cast members. I feel bad. Me and Half-Blood Pirate were talking about it for those cast members that, man, working at Disney is just their dream, And I also
it's their life.
Yeah, it's their life. They love making magic happen. I feel bad for those cast members. I feel bad for the cast members that, this is what they do. It's like they love working. What about those ones that have been
And I don't want to say this in this way.
But
I feel bad for those full-time cast members because that's their full-time job. Some people work at Disney and go to school. They're living at home. There's different scenarios.
But what about the ones that were meeting their milestone and waiting to get that 15-year? There's a lot of cast members that just love what they do.
Or what about those part-time cast members that were next in line to get the next full-time position? And now they don't have a job. There's a lot of things you can think about. It's pretty sad. What about the managerial roles, the supervisor roles, the those people who were supporting their families with these jobs, and now they don't have it.
And Kenny says something good. He says it's been known that it's not good for people not to get sun. Meeting people, how many people will have mental issues?
Yeah.
Now that's a true statement. I get anxiety. I don't get depression, but I do get anxiety. And in all honesty, I don't really talk about it, but we didn't go on last weekend because my anxiety was out the roof. I think I had a COVID anxiety issue where just not going outdoors, not doing anything, just really got to me.
Yeah, what has Peter 2 done every day of his life that he doesn't get to go to Disneyland every morning?
Stop.
Then you. So really it's just changed so many people's lives, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
it really is. So
what else are we going to talk about? Let's talk about it.
Well, look at you guys. See that sign back there? Do you know that Becky made that today? Like, she didn't go buy that. She didn't buy that. She actually
it's so
made it.
Wonky, you guys. It's so bad.
The whole thing she made from. It was a black canvas, and Becky made that. That was great.
Yeah. So it's so wonky. Don't pay attention to that sign. That is not my best work. But yeah,
I love it.
With anxiety, I just had a huge anxiety issue lately. Alicia's saying that she agrees. I do have mid-anxiety attacks, but it's under control. So that's why we didn't go on, because I was trying to get myself back to a healthy place and just to a healthy place, where I was able to just feel comfortable and feel myself again.
Yeah, and with that too, I want to shake. I want to shake
Shake,
all
shake,
your
shake, shake,
hands,
shake,
which I
shimmy,
can't
shimmy,
do,
shimmy, shimmy,
but we
shimmy,
give you an
shimmy,
air
shimmy,
elbow
shimmy,
bump.
shimmy.
I want to thank all our Patreon members out there.
Are you ending the stream?
No, I want to thank Brian, Disney Diva Jeb, Marianne, Michael, Rosa, Sharon, Carla, Lisbeth, Jesse, Jackie, Armando. I want to thank all you guys for being being Patreon
We
members.
haven't
Thank
drank
you,
for
thank
like
you,
2
thank you,
weeks,
thank
right?
you so much.
So I'm thinking
No,
now
like-
that I got that one shot in me, I want like vodka and cranberry.
Yeah, you're crazy. So just so you know, too, what else is going on is I started a diet about 5 days ago.
Oh yeah, we started a diet.
Oh, we did? You did too?
Josh, I haven't been. Well,
man.
I had no appetite, you guys. I haven't been. I've been eating once a day for like the last 3 weeks. I lost 15 pounds.
That's what we're gonna look like waiting for Disneyland to open.
Yeah, I lost 15 pounds, you guys, or 13 pounds. 13 pounds.
Yeah, it's that's funny. So we already lost 10 or 11 pounds in 4 days. It's crazy. It's about the food I'm eating, but also
I'm not doing anything.
about
I'm not doing anything.
the portions. The portion size is the big thing. So my body is now starting like
Michael's lost 27 pounds since we last went.
yeah,
Since we last went, like we go all the time.
Yeah, he went on a crazy diet, and he said he was going to drop it in 30 days. He was going to drop like a crazy amount of weight. So I went to I'm just eating smaller portions, and I've completely cut out sugar for the most part out of my diet. Today I cheated a little bit.
This dummy, sorry, you're not a dummy, honey. I love you. But this dummy, he's been on a crazy,
But I did eat less of it, though.
So I just
Portions,
haven't had an
portions.
appetite, so I haven't been eating. I've been eating once a day just because I know I need to eat, but my appetite's coming back. But this guy was on a diet, and he was looking forward to today to be his cheat day. So he was so excited and went in to eat Fruit Loops. Or Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles, and he poured himself this bowl. He was so excited. He comes back in. I don't even know why I did that. It didn't even taste good.
I'm going to tell you, it didn't taste like Fruity Pebbles because my palate or whatever has changed just in this short amount of time that I was like, I didn't even enjoy my and I love Fruity Pebbles, but it just didn't have that same flavor, I guess, because I'm not used to eating sugar. So I was like, oh, I
Good night.
So it kind of helped me though, because it said you don't need to crave it because you don't like it now.
Good night, AJ. No, I did this fast. It started off, I was going to do a 21-day fast, and it ended up being 42 days where I did only fruits, vegetables, and water. And I did that for 42 days, and then I incorporated whole wheat.
And Jessica was supposed to make me fried wonton today because it was my cheat day, and she didn't. So now I'm sad. Now I have to wait till next Tuesday.
So I did that fast for 42 days, and then I incorporated whole wheat. This is before I knew I was allergic to wheat. And then I did that fast for 98 days. It was 98 days. Fruits, vegetables, water, and then like brown rice and whole wheat tortillas or bread. Not very much of that. When I did that, my taste buds completely changed. That's why you guys notice I don't eat sweets. Everything is either too sweet for me or too salty, right?
Yeah.
Everything changed about my taste buds. And
the purpose of me is not to have like a diet per se, but I wanted to have kind of like a short-term diet to adjust my body so my body can adjust to smaller portions. And then what I want to do is I want to be able to eat a variety of food.
Just healthy.
But smaller portions and healthier for the most part. But when I want to have something that maybe not be the best for me, I can eat it, but maybe in a smaller portion, just not all the time. So because I can't stay on a diet for the rest of my life, but I can stay on a good portion controlled, healthy eating habit.
So my
for the rest of my life.
my problem, guys, is I'm not supposed to eat wheat at all. I'm allergic to wheat, and I was eating wheat like I'm allowed to. And so I'm cutting back. I'm not eating wheat anymore. I'm going to go totally gluten-free again. And with that, if I cook that way, Josh will eat that way. Because when I went on that fast for 98 days, Josh ended up just eating what I was eating, and not to disclose your medical stuff, but I think his cholesterol was getting kind of high at the time, and he was going to end up having to take cholesterol pills. But when he started eating what I was eating when I was on that fast, his cholesterol went down completely.
Yeah, so
Hi, Chris.
So I'm still in that adjustment period of, did they send Newsom secret shoppers already? I think they sent them last week, and then they were going to send some more. But we'll see what happens with it. You're so funny. But I think once my body finishes adjusting to the portions, because I used to eat big portions.
No, Josh would eat big portions, and then everything that okay, in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing with my anxiety, and I'm just going to put it out there because maybe I'll stop doing it.
There you go.
Okay, guys, Josh and I don't really talk about our personal lives very much. For me to even say I have anxiety is just giving you guys way too much information. But since I've already said it, and you guys see Josh fidgeting and we're doing all this stuff, with my anxiety, one of the things that I do is I pick at my cuticles, which I never used to do, except for it's been a year or two.
Yeah, year.
And it's really out of control. And so what you see Josh doing all this is him trying to get me to not do that. So I am working on it. And yes, I am going to see the doctor and doing everything I need to do to be healthy. So FYI, don't judge me. It is what it is.
Nobody judging nobody.
Maybe
here.
Now that I said it out loud, they usually say if you talk about it, you'll get better.
There you go.
So normally, we don't share our personal stuff. So in case you see us fidgeting, he's trying to get me to stop.
See, that's why I talked about the diet. So then I have to do it because I spoke it. So now I have to do it because if I don't, all you guys out there are going to be like, hey, Josh, your cheeks are still fat, man. You need to go back to that diet.
And so hence I know that it's really unhealthy, and I kind of just pick at this on fingers. So
if I say out loud that I am a great husband, that means I'm a great husband?
You are a great husband.
Oh, I am. See, I said it out loud once, and she already agreed with me.
Alicia
That was
says,
great.
Alcruz, I do walking, sometimes dance, workout, drink tons of water. No, that's it. Is had Becky alone for people with. Yeah. So just in case you guys, I never talk about it, but yeah, I get anxiety really bad. I'm not doing anything. So anyway, working out. We don't really work out. I used to, and you can tell the weight gain. If you go back 2 years ago, I was working out every day and walking an hour every day. Right after work, I'd go and walk this trail that we have next to our house. But I sprained my ankle and I stopped. So are you saying San Antonio or Santa Ana?
San Antonio.
San Antonio. I would definitely go because I'm not working and I can go whenever I want now.
There you go. Yeah, right. You better get back to work, make that money.
December.
So, yeah, it's...
Thank you, DDG. She says, no judgment, just friends. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, everybody, for being supportive. I don't really talk about it, but it is what it is.
So, working on a few vlogs, and then, this Thursday we were going to go to an event, but then I tried to get the tickets today, and they were sold out.
I told you not to wait.
No, I know.
Why? Sorry, you didn't see that. No domestic violence here. You did not see that. What?
So we still might go to it on a later date, though. I just have to look at my schedule.
So this guy has been talking about something he wants to do on Thursday for over a week. I told him, just buy the ticket. Stop waiting. It's going to sell out. Why?
I know. I went today and I was like, I forgot. Because I forgot. Actually, I forgot the other day. And then I was like, I need to do that. So I did it. I went today and I was like, crap.
At least it wasn't a staple gun.
Yeah.
Now you guys know why I just spend money and buy things without telling him.
Why?
Because you lag.
Oh, okay.
I would have done it myself.
Well, you should have. You should have planned some events for us
Becky,
to go to.
getting on rides is big for you. Nice work. Oh, yeah. Did you see me get on that people mover? What? It's not the people mover, the air thing?
Yeah. The ski lift.
I wasn't afraid of heights before. I don't know where that came into play.
Yeah, and then you act like I'm gonna go zip lining and I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, you're not.
Because I really want to go zip lining.
You're crazy.
I want to do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it afraid.
So then here's my second thing. I'm going back to Disneyland again really quick. Is I want you to sit like this. There you go. Do you think How many in the chat? In the chat, you can just say yes or no. Will Disneyland open up in 2020? That's this year. Will Disneyland open up this year?
No.
Is this a... Oh, this is that cup? I thought you were using that other cup.
That's water. And this was cranberry.
Oh, you just brought this
but now
one
that
too?
you have the vodka here, I can do cranberry.
Okay, she's out of control.
And then vodka.
That's a lot of cranberry.
Well,
I usually make
don't
mine.
Do you. Josh
So
does.
Michael says yes, they will open up in 2020. Carla says 1, so I'm going to assume that's a yes.
No.
Joe, Rosa, Half-Blood Pirate says no, no, no. Carla says it better. That could be a no.
Oh, Helen says as you age, you get different fears.
Yeah. So a lot of no's, to be honest.
Hit me one time.
She wants me to hit you one time.
Hit me one time.
After the election.
I honestly don't think that we're going to open in 2020 because that means according to the color codes, we would have to be where we're supposed to be like now.
Yeah.
Just to open by December.
Well, here's the problem with them opening in 2020.
I wish we would.
They're going to give us guidelines. They're going to say, here's the guidelines.
Can you imagine if we open for Christmas?
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. But here's what's going to happen is they're going to say, here's the guidelines to open, but you got to hit orange or yellow consistently on the color chart for California. And guess what? That's going to be very hard to do, especially with the season coming up. And I just don't think that we're going to hit those colors.
Michael had asked if Governor Newsom was up for re-election.
No.
He's not, right? I didn't think he was. Now, Alpha Trevor is saying, by the way, San Antonio has three theme parks. They have SeaWorld, Six Flags, and he's been trying to get us out there for a while, and we haven't went.
ZDT. Yes.
Next location.
We've been to San Antonio before.
No, I said to visit Alpha Traveler.
I know. But we missed Dollywood this year because of the whole COVID thing, and so we're hoping for another year coming up. But we have plans coming up these next few years of where we're going to go. But we'll see where, you know what? We'll see where it takes us because we weren't planning on going to Wyoming and Utah and all that, and we ended up.
Don't say that, Big Daddy 316.
Well, they will open in 2020. Oh, come on, dude.
Don't say that.
You're killing me, man. Nah, 2021 for sure, but there's a possibility of 2020, but I just don't know anymore.
But what if COVID just gets hog-ass wild in 2021?
Here's what I gotta say, though.
What if it gets worse?
No, but sometime in there we're gonna get a vaccine, and
Kenny, this is your fault.
This problem will be solved because eventually we'll get a vaccine, and this whole thing will be solved. And then something new will come along, and then you know. But here's the thing: you just don't know what's gonna happen in California because one minute the governor's saying we're gonna have plans to reopen, and then the next minute we're not hurrying up, and Bob Iger leaves the council, and the government says they're stubborn and they have no hurry to open up theme parks. And then the next week they're saying they're sending people to Walt Disney World to see how they're doing. So we might be opening up theme parks. We just don't know. It's just crazy. It's just chaos.
So here's the
in my mind.
Okay, Alpha, I'm talking to you. Alpha says, I plan on moving to Tampa in the next 2 years and become an Orlando Park channel.
There you go. You're going to be like, no, you're not going to be like those. You're going to be unique.
So Josh and I need to get to
there.
go visit you in San Antonio within the next 2 years. But Kenny, I told Josh to find me a cheap, inexpensive, not cheap because cheap speaks on quality, an inexpensive flight out to Navasota to go visit my mom. So if I could talk him into getting some time off to go with me.
Next year?
This year.
Well,
you're in busy season.
I can't this year.
Okay, never mind. I can only go visit my mom.
Yeah.
I was going to try to get him to go.
Give her one shot of vodka and she forgets about the world.
Yeah. I'm in COVID land.
Oh, my gosh.
Chris Walker, next chance for Orange County to move into the orange tier will be in November. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's...
What was that, Nat? We're going to get a flight like that one guy.
The vice president?
Yeah.
Or the... I was going to say something.
Don't make fun of me.
No. I was actually going to make fun of Biden, but that's fine.
Oh, the flight?
No, because never mind. He forgot somebody's name and said that guy, but
Okay.
it's a thing,
He's
political
running
thing.
He's running for Senate.
Yeah. So that's 2020, man. What a world we're in. I'm telling you guys. So October's still
We got
here.
a gnat. What the F?
I don't know. It's not that serious where we have to get crazy and be like, what the F, man? We got a gnat. The world's tumbling. 2020, what happened? We got a gnat. It's 2020,
How
man.
did we get a gnat
Oh,
in
my
our...
goodness. So
You look like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I still
turning
think... I still think, so we got a few things planned for October. We got some videos coming out. But, then who knows what November and December are going to bring us, really. I'm really hoping for a taste of Knott's Merry Farm. I think that
You
will
guys,
be beautiful.
if they do a Taste of Knott's Merry Farm, I am so there. They just do such a good job decorating it. And the light, they put the lights out. They put the decor out. They put the music on. They put people talking on balconies. The food is good. I mean, I am so looking forward to that. Alpha Traveler says at Midlife Vibes, they gave me an okay to transfer to Tampa for a job there in the next year. So once I'm done with this next year, I'm allowed. Ooh, nice.
Nice. That's awesome. And eventually, too, I mean, we're planning on moving out of California eventually.
Yeah.
Because it's just crazy here in California. It's
expensive.
well, it's expensive, and then
The
it's just going downhill in a lot of places. So, not a great place to be.
Affordability.
The one great thing is we have some beautiful amusement
Ooh,
parks. But
Mike says they'll come out to Knott's Merry Farm. Just let us know. Okay, we'll let you know in advance. That would be totally fine.
yeah, we'll plan a weekend getaway at the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel.
Hopefully a better room than the last time we spent dinner.
Well, we will. I'll upgrade us to a better room from that
We
one.
had the smallest room the last time we went because it was like the corner room right next to the stairwell.
Yeah, it was actually an extra small room. It was like they don't that it's the only room of that size on every floor, and it's just it was tiny. It really was. We were staying one night. We really didn't care. We weren't staying there. There were friends in the hotel too, so we were at their room for part of the evening.
It wasn't bad.
So-
Just to go to Knott's Berry Farm and go sleep, it
Yeah.
was fine, but it wasn't that great. And the dresser was all beat up looking.
Yeah, the room had seen its day. I give you that.
And Knott's Berry Farm is famous for giving you a coffee pot on like the dresser with no plugs to plug in the coffee pot. So you have to take the coffee pot, and that's probably why they put it on that damn tray. You have to take the tray of the coffee pot to the restroom sink so you can plug it in to make your coffee in the morning.
Yeah, the rooms are outdated electrically, so they don't have a lot of outlets. That's why I bring a power strip every time I go to the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel, especially for me, because I plug in all the camera batteries and stuff like that. But you need to bring one anyway, just because there's the outlets. There's barely any there, so.
Now, just so you know, we don't discourage you from going to that hotel because it is super awesome to go down, eat whatever you're going to eat, go back to your room, relax. We take naps. Every time we go,
We'll be staying there again. If there's Taste of Merry Farm, we'll be staying there.
Yeah, so we don't discourage it, but just don't think you're going to the Hilton or anything like that. 100 degrees, I see Knott's going to reopen first before Disney.
No, I
don't.
don't.
They can't open before Disney because Governor Newsom is just not allowing anybody open.
Yeah. No, I think they're going to open up around the same time. I just think, Knott's might be more ready to because they've already experienced people going in and stuff, and it's a smaller park, so it might be easier. But honestly, I think Disneyland has already taken all the necessary preparations to open their theme park.
They're just waiting to get the okay.
They're just literally waiting and then get their cast members back.
I think if Disney could, they would reopen. And I think part of the reason why the layoff for the cast members, I'm not going to disclose because I don't know what we can disclose, but I think part of the reason the way the cast members are being laid off is because what if they do get to open?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's what hotels are starting to open. Yeah.
Well, because you get the biggest room available, Carla.
I'm going to use Carla's trick.
Not hating on you,
Should
but
we do that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no, I can't because, no, I can with the way I book it too. She books it differently.
Yeah. I don't know.
We book it as a package, but we can still do it, I think.
Yeah, so I say we all, and it's funny because when we go with our friends, we all stay at, not everybody, but a lot of us stay at the hotel, and we try to get on the same floor. I don't know why that matters, but we try to get on the same floor, but this last time we couldn't. Alfred Traveler says, Disney said Governor Newsom didn't even listen or go see how they are prepped. Also, his medical experts didn't do any visits or listen to Disney medical. Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. And then Haplopirate says they have till December 4th to say psych. Okay, I didn't want to say that because I didn't know if I could. So the Disney employees, I don't know about all of them, but some of them, they are laid off, but their term date isn't until December 4th.
They're not technically not laid off until December 4th. They're technically furloughed until December 4th.
So they told
and then
them,
that's when they're getting laid off. And that gives Disney a little wiggle room to try to get open before then, if the government allows them to, and then they can actually just unfurlough them and not have to lay them off.
Yeah, so they furloughed. To repeat what Josh said, they furloughed them, but they didn't tell them that they're laid off until the 4th.
I just said that.
I know. I just shortened it.
Is there an echo in this building?
Just in case. So yeah,
Just
they
in
furloughed
case.
them
Just
and
in
told them
case.
they're not laid off until the 4th. So hopefully, if Disneyland opens before December 4th, all these people will not lose their job. I still think a majority of them will because they're at limited capacity. And unfortunately, Jessica's position, I don't know how many people they'll need in that position.
Carla, bring an extension cord and a power strip the next time you come down and stay at the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel.
Right, Carla? They give
That's all
you
I'm saying.
so they give you a coffee pot.
We plug it into the restroom every time.
So they give you a coffee pot. They put it on the dresser underneath the TV. There is no refrigerator. Is there a microwave? No microwave.
No microwave, no refrigerator.
No microwave, no refrigerator. So normally you have the dresser that has the coffee pot, the microwave, the refrigerator.
They probably don't have that because they don't have enough outlets to plug it into.
So that that one part where you have the refrigerator and the microwave and the coffee pot. So they do the dresser, the TV, and the coffee pot. So you're like, yes, damn it. In the morning I'm getting my coffee. And then you're like, wait, there's no effing plug. So you have to get that little tray. I think that's why it's on a flipping tray. So you get the little tray, you carry it over to the sink, and then you plug it in next to the hairdryer so you can have coffee. Okay, furlough means you keep your... Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's true, Katie. You know, because you're still technically employed by the company. You're just not getting hours when
Big
you're
Daddy
furloughed.
316 says, is there a generator in the room?
Right?
And there's not a lot of plugs.
They actually have a guy in the corner cranking a crank to generate electricity. Oh, man.
But we will still say it's worth staying there for these events.
It's not expensive to stay at that hotel and to be walking distance to Knott's Berry Farm. Well, you're on Knott's Berry Farm property, so you're definitely walking distance. And for these events, now Knott's Berry Farm will be a little bit different because it won't be as hot because it'll be December.
But it'll be too cold.
No, it won't.
It gets cold in December. But still, we need a nap.
She's going to find some way that we have to go back to the room. Well, we need to go back to the room because we need to have a drink of some of the Rocks tequila with Carla and Kiko.
It's true. Okay, so Carla, I'm going to let our business out, okay? So it's all social distancing. It's a humongous room.
Yeah.
But I will say we have time it.
Yeah, definitely have time.
But it is nice to go take that nap.
Yeah.
Take a break and then do it in 2 pieces. But this time I think we can't take as long as a nap because we were too rushed.
Well, we're going to do 2 days.
Oh, nice.
That's what you said. You said, I don't care what you say, Josh. Next time, if they do Knott's Berry Farm, we're doing 2 days.
Yeah, I did tell them that we have to do
Okay,
2 days
I guess we're
because
doing 2 days.
we go do the first half and we have way more than enough time. We do the first half. We take our nap. We freshen up. We hang out with our friends. But it's that second half of the vlog that we're rushed. And then we didn't even vlog the art merch thing that we wanted to do.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all good.
So we rushed that second half and it gets dark. So I think if we did 2 days and if Josh would spend the money and buy the MacBook, sounds like so if Josh would buy the MacBook and then we would do 2 days, you'd get your vlog out, we'd go down the next day. It would be great.
So we'll see how it goes. All right. Well, with that, you guys.
Wait, Alpha Traveler needs your input on something.
Alpha Traveler, I need your input on something. I was thinking about streaming at Six Flags Fiesta during Halloween for their Hallowfest. What is the benefit to stream and not to stream? Well, streaming, you're on live like we are right now, and so right now you guys might see, oh, there's 23 people on. There's constantly people jumping on and off, on and off, on and off. So let's say if you went to Six Flags and you were streaming live,
you get more watch
you're
time.
going to get more watch time. You're going to get more people, more traffic. YouTube tends to like live, so you're going to get more traffic to your channel, which then in return you could gain more subscribers versus just putting out a video. That's, if you put out a video, you're probably going to put out 10 to 25 minutes long. You stream for 2 hours or for an hour and a half, you're on YouTube that much longer, gaining that much more watch time, having that much more exposure.
So on the opposite side of that, can I say?
Yeah.
If you guys notice, Josh and I don't do a lot of streaming from the parks. Our phone service doesn't allow us to. But what we found is when we live stream, and it just depends on whether you're a live streamer or you like to do the video. So it's all depending on what you like to do, how many subscribers. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Crystal, Texas Randomness.
Hey.
It all depends on what you like to do, your preference. But we used to stream from the park, and we noticed our cell phone coverage didn't get that good. It didn't get that good coverage. But the second thing that we noticed, and the most important thing for us as a couple and people that enjoy Disneyland, is that when you're streaming, you're paying attention to the stream.
It's all business.
It's all business. And so a lot of times for us, we realize that when we're streaming at the park, we're missing the magic because we're so busy.
We're missing the experience.
We're missing the experience. We're focused on the stream. We're focused on the comments. We're focused on the channel, which we love you guys, but you're not really you're on. Like any of you guys, if you're vloggers, once that camera's on, you're on. And especially when you're live streaming, you're on, you're interacting.
When you're live streaming, you're living the park through the screen because you have to be looking at the screen constantly to see what it's pointing at and what's in frame and what's in shot.
Not just that,
so,
like us, even though we're live streaming and we're totally who we are all the time, what you guys see is what you get. So if you meet us outside of the park, Kenny and a lot of people here have met us, so they know who we are here is who we are when you're going to meet us. But you're on. It's like when I used to minister and I used to speak publicly. Once you get that mic in your hand, you're on. So it's like the adrenaline, everything is up. And so you're constantly on when you're live streaming.
And then another thing to think about when you're live streaming in parks is if you're a channel that gets monetized, you are almost guaranteed to get copyrighted for your video. So that video will not be monetized. But if you do have a big audience and they do like to super chat and stuff like that, that's where you make your revenue by live streaming. But more than likely, your live stream will be dinged by some sort of copyright somewhere throughout the stream somewhere, especially at Six Flags, Universal, and now Disneyland too. The music that's in the background, if it's loud enough, you will get dinged for it in your live stream. All you have to do is stop talking for long enough and boom, you get dinged on that. And that's not the most important thing for channels like our size or anything, but for bigger channels that could be very important, and that could be a big part of their revenue that gets lost.
So Kenny, I would say for you, determining whether you live stream or do a vlog would just depend on what you want out of your trip. Do you want to go and enjoy and relax and not have to worry? I'm not saying it's a worry, so I don't want you guys to think you're bothersome or anything like that, because it's definitely not that. But you got to think of when you're live streaming, your full attention goes to that live stream, not because you have to, but because that's who you are and that's what you're doing, and that's what you're doing.
And it's a great way to grow your
now,
channel. Don't get me wrong.
If you want to grow your channel, it's like when you clock into work, Kenny. When you go to work, you're all about what you're doing at work, right? So when you go to a park and you live stream, you're all about that live stream. And that's your number one focus, is to bring the audience what they want to see, to be interacting with them, to give them that experience. So that's where all of your attention's going to go. So if you decide that's what you want to do when you go, awesome. But let's say you don't want to be that involved and you want to get on some rides, because sometimes you can't get on those rides because it'll drop the live stream.
Well, or you can't even get on a roller coaster or a faster ride because you can't.
So there's going to be things that you can't experience because you can't be on the stream. So you just got to determine what is it that you want out of the trip and what is it that you want for your channel. So a lot of times, Josh and I, when we go to, I love live streaming. I'm a live streamer. I would live stream all the time. But Josh likes to vlog because I'm just like, I'm more of a free flower.
But no, yes, true. But I like to vlog because I still believe we can experience the event, and I believe that we can create a good video with good content, but we still get to experience the event the way we would if we were not vlogging.
But one of the things that we've noticed as a couple, Al Cruz, we cannot wait to meet you. We love meeting everybody. So anybody that is on here, if you ever see us in the park, please come and say hi. We love to meet all you guys. We've had so many people that say they'll message us on Instagram after the day's over and say, oh, I saw you at the park, but I didn't want to say hi. I was nervous, or I didn't want to interrupt you. We literally love meeting everybody. We might get to just say hi and then take off, but please stop us and say hi. We'd like to put a face to the name. So one of the things that we noticed as a couple is that Josh and I have realized that when we go to Disneyland, the type of vlogs that we do is we're about the experience. We're about the food. We're about the fun. So one of the things that we noticed, and one of the reasons why we don't live stream as much, is because we either go with friends and we want to enjoy their company, because we live so close, guys. Now, this is not for everybody, but we live 12 minutes away. We live so close that when we go, we're going to, like, after work, like, oh, let's go decompress and go to Disneyland and eat and relax and get on rides. And then we'll shoot a vlog while we're there. Or we're going to meet up with friends and enjoy their company. So for us, we're about the experience. So when we go, that's why we shoot vlogs. When we live stream, it's work. It's like we're all about you guys. So a lot of times we've noticed that just as a couple, we like to vlog because we get to...
I enjoy the vlog more than the stream.
we get to enjoy the park and the magic.
I enjoy live streaming from the house. I enjoy this. I enjoy live streaming like this. I don't not enjoy live streaming, but I enjoy vlogging more than live streaming.
And for me, I don't mind the vlogs. I love the vlogs. But for me, if I'm in the park, probably because I'm so spontaneous and I'm so
well, how come you don't live stream more in the parks?
I should. I'm more of a... Well, I can't do it while we're vlogging because it interrupts with what he wants to do.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He's been telling me that I should be going to downtown Disney more by myself. And when Disneyland was open, that I should be going to the parks more by myself. Because I am more of a live streamer and I'm more of a merch person. Like, I would love to show you guys the merch. I love live streaming because I'm kind of like a little puppy out of the gate.
It's tough, but it's even tough to live stream in downtown Disney because the cell phone signal is just so horrible there.
But we can't do...
you can shoot videos.
What we've noticed is that...
You know, we got you a little... Well, we didn't get you. You're using now the little... this is her camera, the G7X. She helped us film at the last Halloween event we went to. I did. And my camera is the M50, which is a little bit of a bigger camera. But I'm thinking of going back and forth between two of them because I feel very comfortable shooting with this camera in outside events, maybe food, restaurants, and stuff like that. I think my camera is too intrusive. So maybe we'll do things like... This is more of her style camera because it's small, simple, it's very easy to use. And I was very proud of you using this camera.
Yes, I did good actually. Juan says, we need some abuelitas hot cocoa and cafecito. Becky Boo's one fine... Oh my God, Juan, I was talking about that. Juan didn't even know about... I don't know if he knew about gingerbreads, but he didn't like them. But I introduced him to Disneyland gingerbread and he loved it. But yeah, I am more of a live streamer and I do need to do my part and do more for the channel. I'm sorry. But yeah, Alpha Traveler, just think about that when you go. What is it that you want to get out of your trip? And if you're all about business and then go for it live stream. But if you want to enjoy some things that you can't or maybe what I say is designate yourself a certain amount of time to live stream. Maybe you say, okay, I'm going, but I'm only going to live stream for an hour. Yeah.
And Alpha, to answer your question, yes, RPM and CPM definitely has gone up. Recently, it definitely has gone up. Well, I think also maybe why it's also we're allowed to add. Well, for us, we're allowed to add mid-roll advertising too. So, but yeah, the CPM's it's 2 to 3 times easily gone up.
So maybe Alpha Traveler, maybe you want to do a live stream because you want to connect with your audience and share your experience. I would say think about what you want to do before you go,
and make sure you have a good phone signal
and designate yourself, maybe I'm going to live stream for an hour, and you determine what time that's going to be and what you want to show them. Live stream for an hour and then enjoy the park and vlog for the rest of the time. Carla says, I can say firsthand, we met up at the park with them and they were all about us and made sure we did what we wanted. It was super fun. So that's another thing. If we spend the day with you, or if we meet up, some of our friends come down and we're like, you know what, we're here all the time. What is it that you want to do? But a lot of times we have an agenda. And so sometimes we have to just say hi, talk to you for about 10 minutes. And then we have to get back to our agenda. So just know if we meet you and then say bye within 5 or 10 minutes, it's not because we don't want to hang out with you. It's probably just because we have something that we're doing. Juanito, yes, we're excited for next weekend. What's happening next
Bye,
weekend?
Rosa.
Bye, Rosa.
They're talking about the 24th.
Okay. Also, that's part of why I haven't uploaded lately. Every day now I'm small road trip to find someone to live. Okay. True. Let me just read these comments. Okay. So we have been on here an hour and 30 minutes. We just want to say that we got to go to sleep. Thank you, Kenny, for the shot. It really got us talking. You know how to get us talking. So we enjoy you guys. You want me to get up?
I want you to sit up because you're in the banner. You're like I'm in the banner.
I'm in the banner. Thank you guys. Kenny, I hope that helped. I know I talked a lot, so I'm sorry. It was long-winded, but I hoped it helped. Hi, Humando. Thank you guys. We love all of you guys. For those of you that are the third tier of the Patreon, I'm sorry I haven't sent out your guys' stuff. I wasn't feeling well, but third tier Patreon members, I'll be getting those things out to you very shortly. Everybody that was on the first or second tier Patreon, I've sent those out. They are in the mail. Most of you guys should have gotten them already. Anybody that ordered on Beloved One Creations, Columbus Day was yesterday, so you will not see a tracking number until today. And what else do we got?
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Indigenous
People
People
Day.
Day.
Was
Woo, woo,
California.
woo, woo. Yeah, Columbus Day. I don't say that.
Okay. You just did. Okay. With that, you guys, we got to go. We got to have a good night. I want to thank everyone for joining us. It was fun. I missed talking to you guys, and I'm so glad we were able to talk for so long.
I talked more than...
You talked a lot. I think once we got
a
little...
live stream, because I love live streaming.
I think once we got a little vodka in you just started going.
No, I think
and
it
I
was
like,
a,
woo, woo,
I think
woo,
it was a, Kenny, thank you. I think it was a live stream, because I love live streaming.
Yeah, so with that, you guys all have a great night. Make sure you guys have the bell notification hit. I think only 25 or 26% of our audience has that bell notification hit. Let's get that increase so that way you get notified of when we post videos or go live. And I've been posting videos at different times, just trying some different things out. So that way you'll get notified and you'll be able to watch that video first.
And Kenny, yes, it was the vodka. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
But second, don't forget, you guys, leave a comment on the videos. When you watch a video, leave a comment or hit the like button. Even after the live streams, if you guys want to comment on something, please do so. Everything, believe it or not, every comment or like really does help the channel.
Yeah. All right. With that, you guys, we will catch you next time. Have a good night, guys.